Andy Shelton here with Scene Pro. I wanted to share some video with you of some testing that we did at the State Police Crash Managers meeting in Nashville on October 22nd, 2025. This was not a test of the Generation 2 Scene Pro AEB testing protocols, as I was using a Generation 1 Scene Pro to do this. So we were just doing a ride along for data capture so that we could review and see what the factory 2025 Freightliner Cascadia actually accomplished. So I'm going to let it play through real quick and we'll look at the data in just a second. As this is running, the top view is a ride-along GoPro in the windshield of the Cascadia. The bottom view is actually my pickup truck. I've got a GoPro mounted on the nose of it as a follow vehicle. Okay, so let's step back and take a look at what we've got real quick and show you what's going on here. I'm going to zoom in on the data, and we're just going to look at the braking cycle here, step up in this area, and I'm going to toggle forward with my right arrow key until I see the brake lights come on the Cascadia. And there they are, right there. I think actually right there. Okay, so now we've got the brake lights on, and we can see that we already have some deceleration. So even prior to the brake lights coming on, just like with driver input, when the throttle is removed or throttle input is removed from the air brake system or the high compression diesel engine system, you're automatically going to see some deceleration, and that's picking up in the longitudinal acceleration line here, which is the blue trace. Red trace is speed in miles per hour. From here, I'm simply going to grab that point and hit the shift key, and we're going to pull forward and look at the average deceleration in the first half of this slope. And you'll notice you've got a reduced braking efficiency here, and then you've got a higher braking efficiency as it goes farther in. The Cascadia system has an incremental application of the brakes in order to give the driver a chance to react to what's going on. So just looking at this first slope, we have an average of about a negative 0.35 overall braking efficiency. I'm simply going to clear out of that, and now I'm going to move down beyond the little peak that we've got in it there. Grab a point here, again holding my shift key down, and I'm going to come to just before we come to a complete stop. Now here we can look at that slope, and we have an average overall of about a negative 0.733 overall braking efficiency. So the truck does really well when it's in full brake mode. We get a 0.35 on, I believe they call it the haptic braking cycle. And because of the syncing capability of the Scene Pro with the GoPro cameras, we're able to sync up very well and look at what's going on between the two camera views, from what the driver sees to what follow-on traffic would see. It gives us an opportunity to look at brake lights. So a lot more information is available here that we'll talk about later on. I'll come back and do a couple of more clips from this same video or this same data set as we go. Have a good day. Thank you and goodbye.